Good evening and welcome to the Thursday Camera Artists Guild Image Critique. I'm your host, George DeLoache, portrait artist and photographer's coach, and this is where we help photographers learn to master the photographic arts. Welcome everybody that are watching on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitter, along with the Camera Artists Guild page and the Camera Artists Guild group. We have been working with photographers for about the past 3 years with this broadcast. And I can tell you that it is just thrilling to watch how the work has improved. Each and every week as people submit their work to critique, they get better. You bring the work out, we look at the images, we see how we can maybe make them a little bit better, and then go back and apply those techniques. So if you're interested in growing and getting better at what you do as a photographer, jump into the critique process. It is a proven, well-proven course to improve the quality of your work. So we're going to swing over to the broadcast here right now, so stand by. Let's get going right away. We got one more from Mr. Triple D, street performer. I love working with street performers. I have a whole series of LA street performers because you can find them just about anywhere. Musicians, dancers. I've even got a guy who juggles chainsaws out at Venice Beach, which is a really crazy place to go do street photography. You did get him in an interesting move, but think about what you're doing with these street performers. Now, since I've photographed tons and tons and tons of these dancers, I understand what's happening. And here's the best spot to get a dancer like this is down at his level. It means getting down on your knees and being down at his level, but that levels out everything. Watch your background. I know you were trying to get his moves and he's moving and he's clowning for the camera and all like that, but work on controlling all of that stuff. Get around, check your background, position yourself, get down about their level, and you'll see an amazing improvement in your street stuff. Okay, man, thanks for submitting it. I appreciate it. Daryl Jarman. Daryl is always doing amazing work. Daryl is a photographer out of Tallahassee, Florida, and does great studio work. Hey, Derek and Keith and Maurice, all three are in the house. Nice to see you guys. Along with Marilyn Miller and Willie D. Nice to have you. This is a great photograph. Super expressions. Great detail in the gown. Nice skin tones. I love the background. I've got a series, a couple of Muslims that are very close to that one I got from Silver Lake that I really like. I kind of think this one calls out for a vignette. I really like to vignette it a little bit. That's a creative choice. That's a choice that you've made. I'm just saying that I think that vignette might help, and I'm just gonna, just for argument's sake, I'm going to pop up my vignetting program. I use the Perfect 8 from On One, and it will pop up over here. Well, let's see here if I can get it to. No, I can't. We're just going to pop on the vignette and I'll bring it back. And they're going to apply it, and it should pop back over and come back up. Perfect 8 has one that makes it easy to play with the vignette. And okay, it didn't do it. So super. Let's go back down here. Let's just throw in a vignette by hand. I'm going to go to brush. I'm going to increase the size of that brush. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to get a soft edge on that brush. I have a soft edge on the brush. I'm going to increase the size of it somewhere along about in there. I'm going to switch over to my black, the brush on black. I'm going to change the opacity to 30%, and I'm just going to hit it down here a little bit there, and a little bit around in here, up in there, maybe just bringing that down just a hair, just a little bit, not a whole lot, but just enough that that vignette will help draw attention into the bride there. without degrading it. Now that's just a fast down and dirty one. If it's too much, you come up to the opacity slider and simply slide it back and give it the adjustment that you want where you want to get it. So just a suggestion, you're the creator of the image and you do it the way you want to. Neither one is right or wrong. Just a suggestion to show some people how to possibly jump in and do that. Hey, oh yeah, Derek, welcome. Okay, Clyde A. Harris Jr. And I love the feel of this. You know, the pointing, you know, it's almost a Usain Bolt kind of thing. I don't know whether this is in an actual game or just I think it almost looks like a practice jersey to me. So they may just be at practice. But it's still a nice image. I think it's a little underexposed, so you might want to try to bring it up a little bit. I'm just wondering, I haven't checked this out, so I am going to just go to levels, and I'm going to bring up the white side of the slider there a little bit. Okay, that brings that up, and then I'm going to bring up the midtones just a little. There we go. And then I'm gonna nip in on the black side of the slider to throw just a little bit of contrast in there. There you go. And I think that's a little bit stronger image, but nice. And keep going. Okay, Shantae C. Ramsey. I love using perspective. That is finding walls or something with repeating patterns that go into diminishing the back. The fire hydrant or post match her outfit, which is interesting, balances it out well. You do have it far enough back that the white area there in the back is not really that detracting, this area right here. I like to, you are working available light. So when you're working available light, you have got to use, now you found a beautiful area to work in, which is an overhang. It is midday, you can tell that by looking at what's going on in the back. But it is midday, but if you can find an overhang like this area here, it almost looks like New Orleans to me. You can find a place where there's a roof, where there's a carport, where there's something over top, then you change the direction of the lighting. You get rid of all of that harsh noonday or midday sun. So you've done that here. Just get her to rotate her body just a little bit more to camera left so that this area underneath her cheek is gets some of the light that's coming in on this side. There should be a little triangle right underneath here for Rembrandt, or you should see the loop of the nose shadow for loop. And that would just finish it off. But nice work. Okay, and Anthony Shirley, haven't had Anthony around in a while. I'm glad to see you back on the broadcast, brother. Anthony's another guy that's been with the broadcast for a very long time. And I like what you're trying to do on this one. You got great skin tones, beautiful eye contact, wonderful lady, nice smile. Watch your composition. You've got your eyes just dead center on the center horizon line. Bring those eyes up in here to the 1/3 compositional line. The negative space here above is now it's a nice bokeh, nice shadow, depth of field. Well done. Just crop down this top there a little bit. I'm wondering, I'm just going to go in here really quick and throw in a 4x5 crop, which happens to be the one I like to use most of the time, but that's just the way I see things. 4x5 is the same as an 8x10 crop. But now you're not going to hit the 1/3 compositional line whenever you're doing a head and shoulders portrait without nipping into the hair. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to bring it down as close to the hair as I can and get it as close to that line. And now let's go in here. And I think that that's a bit stronger image. You decide what you like with it. It may even work, no, well, it's not enough image to work in a horizontal. So we'll just call it quits at that. But thanks, Anthony. I am watching you grow and improve. I know where you started out and I know where you are now. I just want to continue to encourage you to keep on pushing, man. Just keep on.